Hello everyone, welcome back to Infinity Physics. In the last lecture, we had a discussion about refraction by lenses, and also we have discussed about the image formation by convex lens to first two cases. That is case number 1, where we have placed the object at infinity, and in the second case we have placed the object beyond center of curvature. In this lecture we are going to discuss case number 3, where we are placing the object on the center of curvature, or we can say at the center of curvature, or simply we can say at 2f2. This position is also known as center of curvature for the lens, right? So here the object is at 2f2, right? This focal length is called f2, and this focal length is called f2, and this distance is double of it, hence it is called 2f2. And here this focal length is called f1, and this focal length is called, this is the double, so it is called 2f1. And why it is called f1 and why it is called f2, that I have explained in the previous lecture. So here the position of the object at 2f2, now we need only minimum 2 rays to get the image. So here first, rule number 1, the parallel ray after refraction will pass from the focus. Rule number 2, the ray which is passing from the focus will emerge parallel, right? So by using this only 2 rule, we will get image here. Or you can use another rule, rule number 3, that is the ray passing from the center of optical center will emerge without deviation, right? So here all these rays are meeting, and hence we will get image at this position. Here the rays are coming out from the head, and hence we are getting image here the image of the head. So here object is A dash, so image object is A, so image is A dash. So here object is AB, this is the tail and this is the head, so here we are getting head, and here tail, A dash B dash. So here we are getting an inverted image, and if you place here a screen, and here is our object, if you place here screen, then we will get image on the screen, and hence this type of image is called, the nature is real and inverted. Where is the position? The position is at 2f1 on the other side of the lens, because here 2f and here 2f, this is also called the center of curvature, right? So here at 2f1 on the other side of lens, right? On the other side of lens. And what is the size? The size is similar to the object, so we can say same as object. Okay, so now let us see case number 4. So in the case number 4, we are placing the object in between f2 and 2f2, that is between the center of curvature and the principal focus of a convex lens. Now we need only 2 rays to get the image. Rule number 1, parallel ray after refraction will pass from the focus. And rule number 3 or rule number 2, see here rule number 2 if you use, then it is the ray from the focus, then you need to make a bigger lens. So here we are using rule number 3, that is the ray passing from the optical center will pass undeviated. So here both the refracted rays are meeting. See, the image, the real image will get when the refracted rays are meeting. So here the rays are meeting at a point, and you can see that the image is inverted, it is below the axis. The rays are passing from the head, so if the rays are meeting, then we are getting the image of the head at that point. If the rays are passing from the tail, then we will get the image of the tail at that point. So here we are getting the image of the head. So here the image is inverted compared to the object. and also it is real because it can be obtained on the screen. So here the position of the object is between C and F, or we can say F2 and 2F2. Position of the image, it is beyond 2F1 on the other side of the lens, and nature, it is real and inverted, and you can see the size, the object, that is HO, and here the size of the image. Here you can clearly find that the height of the image is larger than height of the object, and hence the image is magnified. Now let us look at the case number 5, where we are placing the object on the focus. Here the object is placed on the principal focus, right? So here our object is placed on the principal focus. So here position of the object at F, or we can say at F2, that is principal focus. Better you write principal focus. So here the parallel ray after refraction will pass from the focus, and the rays passing from the optical center will pass undeviated. So here the rays are going parallel. See, these rays are parallel, right? So these rays are parallel, so they will never meet. The parallel rays, they never meet. But we assume that at infinity, at a very large distance, these rays will converge and we will get a very large image, an enlarged image, highly magnified image, right? So here the image is getting again on the other side of the lens, that is, we will get a very large image on the screen, right? And hence we can say the position of the image is at infinite, right? The position of the image is at infinite, that is a very large distance. And what is the size? The size is highly magnified. The size of the image is highly magnified compared to the size of the object. Hope you have understood this, and if you have any doubt in this particular case number 5, then you can give comments. Okay, now let us look at case number 6, which is a very interesting case. So here we have case number 6. The object is placed between optical center and principal focus, right? Here O and F2 is a principal focus and O is a optical center. So here the object is placed between optical center and the focus. Now rule number 1. Parallel ray after refraction will pass from the focus, right? And rule number 3, instead we use rule number 3, then it is fine. So here rule number 3, that the rays passing from the optical center will pass undeviated. Here you can see that the distance between the rays, as the rays move ahead, the distance between the rays increases, right? So here they are closer, here they are far. So here the distance between the rays is increasing. So when the distance between the rays is increasing, this type of rays are called divergent rays. And in case of the convex lens and convex mirror and concave mirror, I have explained you how to deal with the divergent rays, right? So we need to trace back the divergent rays. See, if the rays are convergent or they are parallel, then we assume that the rays will meet. For parallel ray, we assume that they are meeting at infinity. But the divergent ray, as they move ahead, the distance between them increases and hence they never meet. So what we can do here, we will trace them back. So here we are tracing them back. So here we will get an image somewhere here at this position. See, we need to trace back the refracted ray, right? We cannot trace back the incident ray. So here we are tracing back the divergent ray, the refracted ray, and here we will get the image. See, this position is different for all the images. It is not always on the 2F2. right? So we cannot write here the position of the image, right, on 2f2. We just only write here same the position of the image. It is on the same side of the object. So we can write here on the same side of the object. So where the object is placed at that position, right, means at that side we are getting the image. So here the object is A, B. So image is magnified A dash, B dash. As we cannot place screen at this position, right? So this image which is obtained, because when we are seeing any object with the help of the lens, we are using the lens like this. Okay, so we cannot place the screen here at this position. We can place screen at this position, right? So here this image cannot be obtained on the screen, and hence this image, particular image, is called virtual image. So the nature of the image is virtual, and you can see here it is not inverted, right? It is erect. So we can say the image is erect, means it is upright, it is not inverted, and the size is magnified.
So using this particular case, that is case number 6, the magnifying lens, that is the convex lens, can be used as a magnifying lens and has applications to see the objects magnified. So here in the ray diagram you can see that the object is placed near the convex lens, that is in between the focus and the optical center, and you can see the virtual erect and magnified image of the object, and hence it can be used as a magnifying lens.